Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sarah Labrat and today's video is talking about what I want to accomplish in Q4, aka my quarter 4 goals for 2020. Basically, I kind of want to wrap up what I did in Q3 and then talk about how I'm going to be tackling Q4, which includes Preptober and NaNoWriMo and the end of the year. So we are nearing the end of 2020, which I'm sure is something that a lot of us are very happy about. I think it's going to be very interesting to make a video in December talking about what I did this year because, I graduated last December, so I will have both been out of school for a year and have entered the workforce officially, I suppose, as a full-time employee. And I don't know, just more of being an adult. So whether you guys want that video idea or not, I think I'm gonna do that just because for me personally, looking back on in a couple of years, I think that would be very cool to see where I'm at. That's basically what these goal check-ins are, is just a way for me to continue to track my progress and just see how my goal setting lines up with the things that I actually accomplish every quarter. I made a video recently where I had my candle and everything in it, and it was just kind of a fun, chill, chatty video, and that's what we are doing again today. First things first, and I think one of the things that most people are curious about if you're currently on my channel is writing. Writing in Q4 is kind of a big month for writers because of NaNoWriMo, and I know that we get Camp NaNoWriMo in April and July, but it's just not quite the same because NaNoWriMo is actually when people try to sit down, or some people try to sit down and write 50,000 words of a rough draft. So I have spent August and September rereading draft 2 of my project DE, making minor changes that are more surface level changes, and making notes for more developmental edits that I need to make when I completely rewrite draft 2 into draft 3, which is coming up here very shortly. But that is what I have been doing. And today, while I'm filming this video, is September 26th. October is not for 4 or 5 more days. That's terrifying. But I am on track to finish the reread of my novel before October 1st, which was my goal. Well, it was not my original goal. My original goal was to finish before September, and then I extended it to halfway through September, and then I forgot that I was going to be on vacation for 10 days of those 15 days, and so then I re-extended my deadline to October 1st, which is what it currently stands at and will happen. It has to happen because on October 1st, what I want to do is sit down and begin the rewrite, the entire overhaul rewrite. That's right. That's right. I am going to be completely rewriting DE, which is my high fantasy told from 3 points of view. It's great. It's currently in its 2.5 stage is what I'm calling the reread because I am making changes. But draft 3 is going to be coming starting October 1st. Considering that I'm trying to rewrite an entire novel that is I think it's currently 106,000 words. I think that's gonna take me 2 months, which would be October and November. And then my goal for after November would be for me to get some beta readers and let my beta readers read DE, let me know what they think, and then potentially, I don't know, figure out what the next steps are from there. Because my goal in July maybe? I think my goal in July for the rest of the year was to begin querying my project DE before the end of the year. I am not sure that's quite gonna happen just because I want it to be good before it goes out to agents, which is, normally what people want for their novels and books and other things. Short story collections, poetry, whatever you want to be querying. It's it's best if it is as much in its final form as possible, even though they will have changes, which is the hard part because I'm currently struggling with trying to figure out how truly done it needs to be, because if I think that everything about it is perfect, which I doubt will ever happen because, we're writers and our craft is constantly evolving, and so we always think we could be improving it. But if it gets to a point where I am happy with it and then I send it to an agent, I land an agent theoretically, they help me get a publisher, and then we go through edits, they're probably gonna want to change a lot. And so that's my problem, is getting it good enough to get an agent and therefore a publisher, but also not push off that deadline for forever, if that makes sense. So I don't know, my current plan is to spend October and November, which is NaNoWriMo, rewriting my project DE, which is just over 50,000 words a month, which is insane. Even though I'm rewriting it, I will be fixing a variety of issues, mostly things that I have been taking notes on. It's things like there's still places that need to be named, there are still characters that need names, there's a plot point that needs to be added earlier in the book, there's more foreshadowing and lore that needs to be added. So basically, in addition to improving plot points and character arcs and foreshadowing, I'm also going to be looking at paragraph layout and pacing, which is one of the biggest things about this reread, is that before this draft 2, actually draft 2 was still in 3 independent documents for each of the 3 perspectives, and then after I finished draft 2, I wove them together. So when that draft was done, I wrote down a chapter summary that was like 1 or 2 sentences long for each chapter on note cards, and then laid out the note cards and arranged them how I wanted to arrange them. And then I put it away for July. And so when I picked it back up in August, that was my first time ever reading it, not as 3 independent storylines. And so this is all very new, and so pacing between these storylines, deciding when things happen across storylines, how to like make that happen. I don't know. It's going to be a lot. Writing or rewriting 50,000 words for 2 months in a row is going to be a freaking lot. Honestly, I did not do that math until like just now, and that would technically qualify for NaNoWriMo. However, like I'm also kind of wondering if I want to start a new project, not do very much in it for Nano, but like 10 or 15, maybe 20,000 words. But I guess that kind of depends on how October goes and how the rewriting in October goes. Because I'm still working on figuring out my work schedule and my writing around work schedule. So yeah, I know that for sure I'm going to be doing the rewrite of my project DE from draft 2 into draft 3 in the months of October and November, and then ideally in December I will get to find beta readers to send out my book to, which will be a horribly anxious experience, but I know that it's crucial, and I know that it is the best thing for my story to get other people's opinions at that point in time. However, we're not there yet. I have to get through October and November first. But I would like to start drafting something new at some point, which hopefully I will. The next thing I'm going to talk about after my writing goals are my reading goals, and my reading goal is literally just to get out of my reading slump. I don't know where it is, but I have begun reading the second book of A Court of Thorns and Roses because I was reminded recently on a live stream how much I love that book and how easy it is to read, and just it's written in a way that it's like easy to read, it's fun, I like it, and it's a big book, but it's not like massive. I might regret saying that, but like I read it for fun, and that is what I'm trying to do again, is read for fun. A lot of you guys have actually recommended ways to get out of a reading slump, and those things included trying to use audiobooks, trying to read short books, trying to read books that I've already read and have enjoyed. I've tried the short book thing. I got like halfway through it, and then my mom started reading the book, and she blazed past me. She finished it in like 4 days, and that like really was disheartening because she saw that I was reading it. It's A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Asked me what it was about, found out that it was the Hunger Games prequel, got it on the Kindle, started reading it. We went on vacation, so she read on the plane, in the car, and then like literally in every downtime she would read. And then it snowed one of the days because, I don't know, apparently it snows one day every September in Utah. And so the day that it snowed, I felt like I needed to be working on rereading my book because I'm trying to finish it. And so she just spent all day reading, and then on that day just blazed past where I was at in the book. And I don't know, it was really disheartening to have that happen. I'm so glad that she enjoyed the book, but like I was reading it in an effort to enjoy it, and so to kind of like lose the race of reading it was kind of hard in an already hard reading slump situation. Nothing against her. I'm glad she enjoyed it. So now that book, being like half read, is now sitting on my bookshelf again, and I'm now reading A Court of Mist and Fury because it's a book that I've already read and enjoyed, and that's how I'm trying to break my reading slump right now. So that is my goal for Q4. Ideally October is to like fall back in love with reading, because reading is really hard sometimes. I have talked about this in several of my past videos, but I'm in a reading slump because of college and being an English major and just having to read a ton for school and then not wanting to come home and relax by reading because it just wasn't relaxing, because that's what I literally did for homework all day. So I'm still recovering from that, but now I'm more actively trying to get back into reading. But what I mean by that is that I like take the book to the pool when I'm gonna go lay out, and I just like sit there and I enjoy the book, because it's not like I'm sitting on my couch and could be watching Netflix or a YouTube video. I am outside with a book in the sun. It's just a good feeling. I do live in Texas. October I might be able to be outside in the sun for part of it, but that's also only on weekends because I have a full-time job. So that is my reading goal, is I would like to finish a book and start trying to get out of my reading slump and enjoy reading again. The next goal that I tend to talk a lot about in these videos, because it is something that I like making goals with, is YouTube. In August, I took a break from posting twice a week so that I could help move into my apartment and kind of just like give myself a little bit of a rest. And while I'm grateful for that, I am so freaking happy to be back to my twice a week posting schedule. But kind of what I slacked on in September then and in August was live streams. I hosted like maybe 2 on my channel in September, and part of that was because several other people wanted to have me on their channels, which was such an incredible experience, and I really have enjoyed streaming with everyone that I've streamed with. So for those of you that have asked me to stream with you, I really appreciate it. I think it's so much fun. But because of that, I have not really, well, not necessarily because of that, but I just have not really been dedicated to doing live streams on my channel. And so while it's going to be hard for me to say that I'm going to be doing this every Saturday moving forward, for the duration of Q4, I am going to be doing a live stream every weekend. I might switch it up a little bit because I do still have a social life occasionally, not very often, but occasionally. And so it's either going to be a Friday afternoon/evening or a Saturday or a Sunday middle of the day, but likely middle of the day on Saturday. This goal for YouTube is going to sound absurd because of where I currently sit, but I currently have 1,750 subscribers. My goal for the end of the year is somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 subscribers. That might sound like a lot because 3,000 would be almost doubling what I currently have in 3 months. However, I think that 2,500 is relatively realistic, and so I'm viewing 2,500 as like a relatively realistic goal. I think that this channel and you guys will make that possible, which, you know, is a great reminder. If you are somehow watching this and not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I put out writerly content twice a week, as well as hosting live streams again every single weekend. But the upper end of that goal, the 3,000, I think is a stretch goal. But the reason that I say that 3K might be my goal is that at the beginning of 2020, I had 93 subscribers, I believe, and I sat down to think about my goals for the year. And I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, I was so scared to announce that my goal for the year of subscribers was 500. And then I hit 500 subscribers in April. So y'all are amazing. And you guys are the reason that I'm giving myself that goal. Even though that's not really something that I can control, I can really focus on making my content really good and making content that you guys want to watch and that more people want to watch in order to grow this channel, which is amazing. This channel is so much fun. And while 3,000 might feel like a stretch goal, it might end up not being a stretch goal, or it might not happen. But I think that 2,500 subscribers will happen. I don't know if I want to include this part because it's about money. In addition to those YouTube goals of subscriber count and consistency with live streams, in July I got monetized on YouTube. So if you guys watch the ads on my videos, that means a lot. It's just so cool to have gotten to this point because now I am getting paid. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's a very small amount, but I am a small channel. I'm a small channel right now, but it's really fun to get paid just even a little bit for something that I was doing and like honestly would continue to do for free. It's almost like reassuring that I'm doing something right. And so my goal for YouTube monetization is to make $100 in the month of December. I think that ramping up to like 2,500 subscribers or even 3,000 subscribers would get me to that point. Money is not the goal, but also making money from something that I enjoy is certainly not a bad thing. However, something that's new for Q4 is my goal for Instagram content, which is interesting. My Instagram has been slacking. Recently, it has just been a way for me to promote my videos or put my videos out there or post about my videos, whatever you want to call it. But it's not the best for actually interacting with people. And so my goal is to post one original post a week on Instagram we're starting with October, but I'm going to assume for all of Q4, because realistically that's only like 12 or 15 weeks. Yeah, it's like something like that. And so that's like 12 or 15 posts. I feel like that is a safe number for me to start with. If I am really enjoying it, I can absolutely up it from there. I did watch author Angela Ann's video about how she creates 6 months of content at a time. And while I do not think I can do that, I think I can do 4 or 5 pictures at a time, aka like a month's worth of content, posting once a week. And that will be in addition to posting about my YouTube videos when they go up. So if you are subscribed but want to hear about my videos posted on another platform, my Instagram handle is @SarahLeBratWrites if you want to follow me there to hear about when my videos go up, in addition to this new content that I'm introducing. I think that the end of 2020 holds a lot of possibility, which kind of loops back to my 2020 goals that I set for myself, which included choosing a word intention for the year, and the word that I chose was opportunity. Kind of a weird word. With that, there's a lot of opportunity that Q4 holds in finishing out 2020. I know that a lot of us are very much looking forward to 2021. We are almost there. So in short, I will be rewriting my project DE and potentially trying to look for beta readers. My goal is to start drafting a little something new on the side just for creative expression, which is why I decided to put DE down in July, was to start something new. I want to enjoy reading again, and I want to finish a book. That seems like such a simple goal, but I know that it's not actually for me where I currently am, but I'm working towards it. I want to do a live stream every weekend on my channel because I really love interacting with you guys. I also love interacting with you guys down in the comments below, but interacting on live streams and chatting in live streams is just different, as well as growing my friendships with other people here on YouTube. I want to hit at least 2,500 subscribers or upwards of 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I want my YouTube monetization to get to the point where I am making $100 a month. I think that these are some really solid goals. All things considered, these things are attainable. Some of my previous goals have not been as such. Like my goals for rereading my novel in a month was like not the most realistic thing because I was in the middle of a reading slump. That's not a good time to try and reread your novel. But I am slowly coming out of that. I'm trying to enjoy reading again. I'm trying to not put any pressure behind reading, which is hard when I was trying to reread DE. So those are my goals for Q4 of 2020. Yeah. It's been really good. This year has been very good. I look forward to seeing it out though. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because it really supports my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked my video and that someone else might too. If you are not already, make sure you scroll down below, hit that big red subscribe button and that little notification bell next to it if you want to see me try and tackle these goals, because I have a lot planned. I think I say that a lot, but it's true. I have a lot planned. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for sticking with me this year. I've really appreciated it. And I look forward to the upcoming months and years on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sarah LeBrat. I post videos twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, and will be doing live streams every weekend again. So I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.